tough old beast.
Have you ever wondered if extinct animals could one day walk the earth again? What once belonged only to science fiction is now becoming reality. In a groundbreaking development that blurs the lines between fantasy and science, a species long thought to be extinct, the legendary direwolf, has been brought back to life after more than 12,000 years of extinction. You may know the direwolf from the hit series Game of Thrones, where it symbolized strength, loyalty, and the mystical bond between humans and the wild. But what many fans didn't realize is that dire wolves were real, majestic, powerful creatures that roamed North America during the Ice Age. And now, thanks to cutting-edge science and the visionary efforts of Colossal Biosciences, a Texas-based biotechnology company, this ancient predator has taken its first breath in the modern world. This moment marks a monumental achievement in the field of de-extinction, the process of reviving extinct species using preserved genetic material. It's a field that has long fascinated scientists, ethicists, and dreamers alike, and for the first time in history, it has crossed from theory into practice. The resurrection of the direwolf was no easy feat. Colossal's team of geneticists and paleogenetic experts worked with well-preserved DNA samples obtained from a 13,000-year-old tooth fragment and an astonishing 72,000-year-old skull. These rare specimens provided enough viable genetic material to map and reconstruct the direwolf's genome. But bringing back an extinct creature isn't just about copying old DNA. It's a sophisticated process that combines gene editing, cloning techniques, and advanced CRISPR technology. The scientists used the genome of a modern-day gray wolf as a biological scaffold, editing it with direwolf DNA to recreate the ancient species as accurately as possible. The result? 3 healthy living direwolf pups named Romulus, Remus, and Khaleesi in a nod to mythology and pop culture. These pups are already 6 months old, with thick white fur, large muscular builds, and an eerie, striking resemblance to their prehistoric ancestors. Why does this matter? Beyond the sheer wonder of seeing an extinct creature brought back to life, this breakthrough has profound implications for science, conservation, and even climate change. It opens the door to the possibility of restoring lost ecosystems, rebalancing wildlife populations, and strengthening biodiversity in the face of rapid environmental decline. As Colossal's CEO Ben Lamb said, "This is just the beginning of what our technology can achieve. Using ancient DNA, we've created healthy pups that not only survive, but thrive." The potential applications of this science are endless. At present, the revived dire wolves are being raised in a classified and highly secure facility in the United States, where scientists are closely monitoring their health, behavior, and adaptation. The next steps will be carefully evaluated, including whether these animals can eventually be reintroduced into natural habitats or kept in controlled conservation centers. But ethical questions remain. Should humans interfere with nature to this extent? What risks might there be if we reintroduce a species that the ecosystem has long lived without? And how do we balance scientific ambition with environmental responsibility? While these questions are still being debated, the revival of the dire wolf is undoubtedly a pivotal moment in scientific history, a real-life echo of Jurassic Park with the potential to shape the future of conservation biology. Colossal Biosciences has also announced plans to use similar technology to bring back other extinct species such as the woolly mammoth, Tasmanian tiger, and the dodo bird. Each of these efforts aims not just to resurrect life, but to reverse ecological damage and improve our planet's resilience. The revival of the dire wolf is more than a spectacle. It's a symbol of what humanity can achieve when imagination meets science. It reminds us of the fragility of life, the power of innovation, and the deep connections we share with the past and with all the species, living or extinct, that make up our shared history. So the next time you watch Game of Thrones and see a dire wolf racing through the snowy wilderness, remember, that creature is no longer just fiction. It's alive again, thanks to science, and perhaps one day it might roam freely once more.